Hello and welcome back to another Too Slow For You review. Today what I have is this Blackwing pencil sharpener. I thought I would go ahead and do the unboxing on this one since it's straightforward. Now when you do get this will be completely wrapped in plastic. But I've already taken off that plastic, I've taken it out, I've used it a couple times. These are about $120 online from anywhere that I've seen. It's got this nice rubberized pad that's not quite centered on the bottom. This whole siding is metal. The drawer is metal, and it's nice and firm in there. Locks in place, doesn't slide around. This is plastic though. And another thing I noticed is this whole arm, button, and this piece here are also plastic. All of this is plastic. So you've got plastic and the metal gears moving that around. Now this little knob is how you set your sharpness. It should move this piece, but I'm not quite there. There it goes. Yeah. So your pencil can push into the lead, into there, and that'll stop at the sharpest tip. That'll stop at the blunt tip right there. The other thing I noticed looking in here, this white that you see is the mechanism that holds the pencil in place when you sharpen. So it's an internal mechanism instead of one that you have to pull out to hold the pencil. As you can see, all of this is plastic as well, which I was really shocked for. As expensive as a pencil sharpener as this is, the only metal pieces you're getting are the drawer and this casing. This is plastic, internal's plastic, this is plastic, and your sharpener itself is metal. So I don't know why they chose to go that route. I don't know how the warranty is on this, if it breaks over time, if they're gonna do anything to fix it or kind of tell you buy a new one. But it is a very sleek desktop looking sharpener. I mentioned the other day that the Cron Mini is one that was going to be probably on my desk, but this one's not that much bigger. And if I pull this out, then you actually need a little more space for that one. Sorry. Now, I figure since it's a Blackwing, we'll go ahead and sharpen a Blackwing pencil. I'm going to put it on the bluntest setting, if I can. There we go. The arm kind of moves when you try to turn this dial. The dial's stiff, so you kind of need to hold the arm in place to adjust. So that's the blunt setting. Push this in. And now what I've noticed is this pencil will spin while it's sharpening. And we're done. So that's their blunt tip setting. And you can see the pencil's not torn up any. It leaves, let's see if I can show it here. It kind of leaves some little mars on there, but they can kind of be rubbed off. It's from the rubber teeth that are in there, or it's like a little rubber gasket that grabs onto that. Let's go ahead and change it to the sharpest setting. I don't really do the in-betweens on most of my sharpeners. I generally just go for the sharpest setting. And I think that's it. It sounds like it wants to keep going, but the pencils stop moving, and I don't want to eat up a $3 pencil. So we do have a nice long tip on there, as we can see. Did a great job. You can see right here the discoloration where it grabbed hold, but you can just kind of rub that away. So overall, it is a nice pencil sharpener. It's definitely unique. We'll do a regular Ticonderoga. I was concerned when I noticed that the pencil itself rotates, as you can watch the text go round and round while I'm sharpening. And on these Ticonderogas, I think they're a harder wood, so they take longer to sharpen, but there we go. And let's just check. Yeah, so it didn't eat any pencil unnecessarily. They're flat across the top. Did a great job sharpening that tip. And this has been sharpened another time or two, and it's just a tiny bit shorter, as you can see, so you're not losing hardly anything when you sharpen with this pencil sharpener, which I do like. I like that it's not wasting unnecessary amounts. And the shavings in there are pretty fine shavings, so it's not taking off huge chunks. Looking inside there, it looks like it missed a few little shavings, but so far that's one of the better ones I've seen for catching all the shavings. It's got these little guides right in here that you probably can't see on camera. I think those line up with the edge of this, so they almost have to fall in there. Anything that's missed in the bottom is probably from rattling it while moving the drawer out and dropping shavings off of the cutting wheel. Is it worth $120? I don't know. I personally think Blackwing is kind of overpriced to begin with. That said, I do enjoy my Blackwing pencils. I don't know if there's something that I'll continue buying regularly for the rest of my life, or if I'll kind of stick with Ticonderogas and just splurge on Blackwings occasionally. But I do like the pencil sharpener. I just wish that there was a little more metal to it. I wish that the front plate was metal, the back plate was metal, and I wish that the arm itself was metal. I don't mind this latching piece being plastic, but I do worry about metal gears being spun into the plastic over long periods of time. Honestly, at this price point, I would have liked to have seen a full metal sharpener, kind of like the Caron machine. I find it odd that this is metal down here on the plastic and very squeaky. When you sharpen it, you can kind of hear it. But overall, I do really enjoy this sharpener, and I think it's going to end up replacing the Caron Mini, just because it doesn't tear up my pencils, and I don't have to slide that open in order to be able to use the sharpener. It holds on to the pencil, even though the pencil spins, and I think it takes a little longer to sharpen. I do like this, and I like the matte black look. And yeah, so that's my review on this, and as always, we have our banana for scale. And thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all next time.